Welcome back, guys, to Trails to Azure, where last episode, after Noel and Lloyd navigated their separate route in a bid to join up with Arios and Dudley, they surprisingly found themselves reaching Ernest and Speaker Hartman first, as the Secretary had left behind a load more obstacles to delay the stronger duo, transforming into his demonic form to eliminate the easier targets, but finding his foes willing to fight back, even if they could not win. Ernest then decided to transform once again, awakening as a true demon only to find he could not feel the breath of the true god, but ignored this for the moment in an attempt to dispatch Lloyd and Noel, being foiled by the arriving Arios and Dudley as battle began, and now with Ernest beaten, we wonder what his fate will be. Ah! It's coming! Watch out! Okay. Pattern recognition there. No. Is he melting? This matches what was written in the report on Yochim's death. No. No. Wonder how that feels. I don't want to die! I don't want to die! How pitiful. Ah. Lloyd? What do you think you're doing? Snap out of it, Ernest! You can't give up here. Don't lose yourself to it. There's no way you ingested as much red gnosis as Yochim did. There's still time. Don't give up now. Banix, what are you... Lloyd? Why? After all I've done to you, why are you... That doesn't matter right now. The crimes you committed can't be undone. But that's no reason to leave you to your fate down here. And I refuse to put Ellie and Speaker McDowell through the pain of your death. So please, fight through this! Ellie, Speaker McDowell, forgive me. How could I... It's not working! Is there anything we can do? In case you need reminding, this isn't exactly our area of expertise. Maybe so. But it would seem the real expert has arrived just in time. What? Oh, Adios, who art in heaven. With thy light guide home this lost lamb who hath been drawn to evil. Religious scripture. Who are you? Sorry, kind of running short on time. Treatment first, introductions later. Mind if I take it from here? No, not at all. Almost at your limit, huh? I'm impressed you've held out for this long. This should help. Cerulean seal of mine shining from the abyss. Clear the miasma and light this lost lamb's path to salvation. What is this? What in the world is that light? He's okay. Phew, not a second too soon. How is he? Don't worry, he's only passed out. He isn't in any danger now, but he'll be out of commission for a couple of days. That's great to hear. Phew, what a relief. Now hold on a moment here, just who are you exactly? I can tell you're a priest, but that doesn't explain what you're doing in a place like this. What's the deal, Arios? You didn't bother to tell him about me. You said you weren't sure if you would make it in time. Given your position, I decided to keep your involvement a secret until necessary. So that's how you played it. Man, you haven't changed a bit. Still the same thoughtful guy as ever. I could say the same to you. Thank you. Your backup was invaluable. So you set up an insurance plan without so much as telling us. You must be part of the Growlsritter, correct? A knight of the Septian Church's Congregation for the Sacraments? Growlsritter? Congregation for the Sacraments? Dudley? You know? You mean the group that's tasked with artifact retrieval? I guess how much you know is more the question. Exactamundo. How's it going? The name's Kevin Graham, member of the Septian Church's Growlsritter. Kevin's back. Arios called me in to lend you guys a hand. Pleased to meet you. So, oh, there. Hello. Have a look around. Got a pizza while I'm here? Alright, take care of scoring those two back, Dudley. Right, we have it under control. Father Kevin, allow me to express my gratitude. That said, I would have far preferred if you had contacted our department beforehand. Yeah, well, you and me both, buddy. But the thing is, us Growlsritter aren't exactly welcome in Crossbell. I take it that we have the head of Crossbell Cathedral, Archbishop Aralda, to thank for that? Alright, Sister Marble mentioned something before about the Growlsritter being experts of thaumaturgy. Yep, that's one of the things we do. I'll save you the exposition, but long story short, the Archbishop sorta hates our guts now. He prohibited the Growlsritter from setting foot in Crossbell again, and I mean like expressly and explicitly prohibited. Archbishop Aralda. I met him once. He didn't exactly strike me as friendly. Rigid is more like it. There's Rigid, and then there's Aralda. Guy can make a plate of steel look like rubber. And again, given the stuff we do, I can't blame him. It's no wonder that stick in the mud would have it out for us. I'm almost afraid to ask. They do say cases involving artifact retrieval can turn ugly fast. Regardless, you really helped us out back there, Father Kevin. Thank you once again. Ah, come on, Arios. I owed you one anyway. Real talk. I wish I could tag along to see what's going on with this cult stuff. But I don't want to get on the Archbishop's bad side, so give me a ring if you get any new info, yeah? No, Kevin, come with us. We can give you a new hairdo or something, I don't know. Smuggle you. Sure, I'll contact you through the guild if I come across anything. Lloyd, Sergeant Major Seeker, excellent work, both of you. I don't know, I don't feel like I was particularly useful, if I'm being honest. Not true, Sergeant Major, you were a huge help. If anything, I feel like I'm the one who needs to improve. I should have been able to follow through and make the arrest without relying on outside help. Don't be so conceited. You knew from the outset that this arrest was assigned to the Special Support Section, in name alone. That notwithstanding, would you honestly consider what you did completely without merit? Well, humility is well and good, but objective self-assessment and situational awareness are essential for any senior detective. You may not be an actual member of the 1st Division, you should still take that value to heart. Dudley. Most people have trouble taking compliments, not giving them. How difficult can it be to say good job and leave it at that? Oh, shut up. Anyway, Bannings, with this, your 1st Division training is now complete. Take what you've learned here and apply it as you make your new start. I will. Thanks for everything. Now then, we'll be going on ahead. I look forward to the next time we get to collaborate. Same here. Good work, everyone. Take care, fellas. Man, oh man, aren't you a pair of lucky ducks? Must be nice being under their wings, huh? Even if you don't technically answer to them. Yeah, it really is. Agreed, I could say the same about Chief Sergei as well. So, now what? You two gonna take the train back to Crossbell? That's the plan. Alright, what are you going to do now, Father Kevin? Crossbell is only one station from here. We'd love to have you visit so we can thank you properly. I appreciate the offer, but there's someone I have to meet after this. Truth be told, though, I wouldn't mind getting some more dirty deets about that cult. The DG cult. Is the church looking into it too? Well, not exactly. Last time we officially involved ourselves with them was during that incident 4 years ago. 4 years ago? You mean after the suppression operation by the Bracer Guild, National Armies and Police Forces? Bingo, the church had to bust down a lodge that slipped through the cracks, and just between you and me, that one was said to be the worst. The rituals they were conducting there would make the human experiments in Altair look like a tea party in comparison. You don't say. Disgusting. They were the lowest of the low. You know, Ariel's actually bailed me out back then. Still, since I still owed him big time, this worked out pretty well. I'd say so. Thanks to you, we were able to take Ernest back alive. You have our gratitude. We couldn't have done it without you. Nah, it's just like the guys in the spec said. It's all because of you that he survived. Because of me? How? Well, when things were at their worst, it was your words that kept him from going over the edge. If not for that, I probably wouldn't have been able to do much of anything. You think so? Of course, that has to be it. He would have never come back to his senses if you hadn't talked him through it. Sergeant Major. Yeah, you're part of the special sports section, right? I'd love to hear more about it if we ever get the chance. This cold incident should be settled, but you never know what else could pop up. Yeah, I'd like that too. I guess it is goodbye for now then. It was nice meeting you. Right back at ya. So that's Lloyd, huh? Kid's got a lot of potential. Guess that explains how he was able to give Estelle and Joshua the help they needed. Still, looks like the odds are going to be stacked against him this time around. Kevin? Hey, you sure took your sweet time. And what's with the bag? That little stand over there sells Altair's speciality, roasted chestnuts. Fresh from the oven and exquisitely sweetened. They're delicious. That doesn't mean you have to buy an entire bag of them. Seriously, are you going to be okay on your own? I could always tag along, you know. No, thanks. Knowing your track record, our cover would be blown in an instant. I'd rather Archbishop Heralda not burn me at the stake for sneaking you in. Oh, come on, no way he'd go that far. Then again, I don't think the guy will ever forgive what happened with Owen from the Congregation for Divine Worship. Since that incident, he's had zero tolerance for the Congregation for the Sacraments. That's exactly why it's best if I go undercover by myself. You know that, don't you, Kevin? Ah, fine, I get it. Real though, why the boss lady opted to send you into the lion's den alone is beyond me. I think she made the right choice. Don't do anything reckless when I'm away. Do I make myself clear, Kevin? I don't want you causing trouble for Caesar and Marcia. Fine, fine. Message received. But be careful, okay, Reese? There's no telling how bad things are about to get the way you're headed. Call me if it turns too hairy out there. Don't forget about our trump card. I'll keep that in mind, but is the situation truly that bad? Yeah, Crossbell's the kind of place where the sacred and profane are intertwined. And it looks like the snakes are starting to slither around in the shadows again. Hey, hey, hey. City of Sin. It might not be long before Crossbell lives up to that name. Eastern outskirts of Crossbell State. We're at Tangram Hill. Trying to pass by the gate. Oh, the chest is back. Thank goodness we were able to accomplish the mission. Honestly, I was nervous I would only get in the way. You shouldn't worry so much. Commander Bells has a lot of faith in you. She gave you a sterling recommendation. I, for one, am excited to have you on board, Sergeant Major. I'm happy to be here. Oh, but there is one thing. Huh? Well, officially I'm going to be working under you for the time being. Oh, new member. Plus, I'm not in uniform, so you don't have to address me by my rank. Oh yeah, you have a point. Would you prefer it if I called you by your name, then? I wouldn't mind at all. Well, alright. Looking forward to working with you, Noel. Oh, and don't worry about addressing me any differently just because you're new to the SSS. We're the same age, not to mention co-workers, so it wouldn't make sense for you to treat me like a superior. What? You just want me to treat you like a colleague? I can't do that. There's no way. I'm the rookie here, and you're our leader. I should act like it. No, really, you don't need to get so worked up about this. It's not like Ellie, Randy, or Tio talk to me any differently. Yeah, but this sort of thing is just kind of wired into me. The second my mind gets set on something, there's no convincing it otherwise. Still, orders are orders. I pledge to do my utmost to be cool and casual. Not like that. You don't have to force yourself, Noel. There's nothing you don't take seriously, is there? Yeah, I think I get it from my dad. Fran and I had a pretty strict upbringing thanks to him. He wanted to make sure we learned some self-discipline. Oh, so that's what he's like. Come to think of it, I know I've met your mother before, but I don't think I've ever seen your father. He passed away about 10 years ago. He was in the Guardian Force too. There was an accident while he was on duty. Accident? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Was he the one who inspired you to join the CGF? Well, I've honestly never really thought about it like that. I joined because I wanted to protect Crossbell, but thinking on it, I suppose he felt just the same. The same goes for Fran too, even if her way of helping out is different. I see. Lloyd? Sorry, it's nothing. I'm thankful you agreed to join the SSS. We're short on manpower at the moment, and there could be some tough fights ahead of us too. We're lucky to have you. I'm glad to be of help. But with the Mafia gone, shouldn't things be a lot safer in Crossbell? There's still Hayaway to contend with, but they don't seem to be making any conspicuous movements. Not on the surface, at least. There's no denying that Ravash did play an important role. In a sense, they helped maintain order in Crossbell. Wait, was there breakable objects before? I don't think there was there? Mafia was helping keep the peace, in a manner of speaking. Consider the unique situation Crossbell finds itself in. The state has autonomy but no sovereignty, and is constantly interfered with by its two neighboring major powers. There are a lot of loopholes in our criminal justice system and virtually no restrictions on immigration. It wouldn't be a surprise if another crime syndicate like Hayaway or even a terrorist organization took root here. Oh, so up until now, Ravash's presence has been suppressing the worst of it. I hate to admit it, but yes, they brought a sense of order to the criminal underworld. But now Ravash is no more, thanks to their involvement in the Cold Incident. In other words, the balance of power is gone. Yeah, the same can be said of the Diet members who fell from grace, whether pro-Empire or pro-Republic. With their mouthpieces gone, the major powers will likely be even more blatant with their interference. That's precisely why I think our new mayor has such high expectations of us. Now I'm starting to get it. That's the reason Ellie, Tio and Randy are on leave from the SSS, isn't it? Exactly, they've been strengthening our team's relations so we can coordinate and handle these new challenges better when the time comes. I was also given the opportunity to train with the 1st Division. It's been quite a learning experience. With the SSS resuming operations and us being short-handed, we had to recruit some fresh blood. It was an honor to have been asked. Oh, that reminds me. About what? Our other new member. I met him once before, right? Kind of surprised someone like him would want to join. How did he end up getting recruited? Oh, him. Well, he was the one who came to us. It was just when we began scouting for new members. He even had a letter of recommendation from the mayor. We couldn't just turn him away. The mayor gave him a recommendation? Yeah, it was his thanks for having helped during the crisis at the IBC building. I didn't even know where he heard the SSS was looking for new members, or for that matter why he'd be interested in joining. All he said was it seemed interesting. That's one way to sign up, I suppose. It's not like he's a bad guy or anything. His background is a mystery, but he does have connections to the underworld, plus his experience working as a host. Saying that out loud just makes him sound even shadier, doesn't it? I'm sure everything will be fine. Probably. He did come off as a bit sarcastic and rude, but he didn't strike me as a bad person. I'm glad you're taking to it. Honestly, I was afraid you'd be opposed to him joining. Well, I haven't forgotten about him teasing me. But if I had to say, I think it was more fun picking on you, Lloyd. Don't I know it? Maybe I shouldn't mention just how amusing Fran finds that part. Attention all passengers. We will be arriving at Crossbell shortly. Passengers bound for LaBelle or MF area via airship, please disembark here to transfer. Additionally, per the Maryland Railroad Corporation bylaws, this train will remain at Crossbell Station for 30 minutes upon arrival. Passengers bound for Erebonia, please have your entry application ready for the inspection officer. That went by pretty fast. Then again, I guess we were only one stop away. Yeah, even if we were only gone for a few days, it still feels good to be home. I know what you mean. It won't be much longer now before we're all back together again. I hope you didn't miss me too much, Gia. Who did you spend your break with on the 16th floor of the IBC during the Cold Incident? No, all of them. Technically. It was Randy with bros.
I need you to find out more about his past. Not to mention, you and I are going to have to be the last line of defense if the CGF breaches this place. Whatever else we do, I want to keep Mademoiselle and Tiotot safe. Kia and Shizuku too. Yeah, I agree. You and I will have to figure out a way to stop their advance. That's the spirit. I've got your back, partner. Ah, right back at you. Partner, huh? Truthfully, I still think I have a long way to go before I live up to that. If I'm going to be standing shoulder to shoulder with Randy, I'll have to give it all I've got. Lloyd? Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Noelle, do you mind if I ask for your opinion on Randy? From the perspective of a fellow guardsman, I mean. Randy? Let's see, he's not exactly cut from the usual CGF mold, but you already knew that. He can hold his own in terms of individual strength, but I heard he also excels at unit-based combat. From what I hear, he's been blazing through the rehabilitation training. That sounds about right. Now that I think about it, Randy said he would be using a rifle for that, didn't he? I wonder if that means he started to clear his conscience from his Jaeger days. Pretty. Is our prologue finally coming to an end? I think that was a good prologue. But who knows? We may be doing our first sweeps before it does. Crossbell Station. Lloyd! Ah, we're being attacked. Help! Run away! Welcome home! Kia, you came all this way to greet us. Uh-huh, I heard you'd be coming home today. Are you okay? They didn't hurt you, did they? No, I'm fine. It's good to be back, Kia. Welcome home, Lloyd. Welcome home to you too, Noelle. It's nice to see you again, Kia. Noe! Hey, friend. Oh, Fran! Oh, I'm so glad you're okay, Noe. Welcome home. You aren't hurt, right? I love the whole holding her off like, no. I'm perfectly fine, as you can see. Stop overreacting. It's only been a few days. You don't get it at all, Noe. Time has nothing to do with it. Isn't that right, Kia? Yeah, exactly. Now it really does feel like we're home. Lloyd, welcome home. Oh. Hey, Ellie. Ellie, you're back already. Yes, I just arrived yesterday. I'm done assisting grandfather with his work, so I'm free to return to the SSS starting today. That's great. Awkward. Hey, Lloyd, Ellie, why are you two looking at each other like that? No reason. That's right. It's just been so long since we last saw each other. All the memories came flooding back. Huh? Aw, look at these two lovebirds. I didn't realize they had that kind of relationship. Well, it doesn't seem to be entirely set in stone. So maybe you still have a chance. What? Who said I wanted one? Oh, Noelle. Thank you for all that you've done so far. I hope things weren't too dangerous. I know how reckless Lloyd can be sometimes. No. It wasn't any trouble at all, Ellie. If I remember correctly, you were accompanying Speaker McDowell on his tour across the continent, right? Yes, although I don't know how much help I truly was. However, I did come across a lot of useful information while traveling. You did. I look forward to hearing about it later. Now that you're here, we just need Tio and Randy to come home too. Well, they should both be back by the end of the month. More importantly, Lloyd, were you able to close the case? Yes, we managed to apprehend both of them without incident. Dudley and Arios have them in custody. Got it. And I guess this wraps up the cold case, doesn't it? I'm sure you know what comes next. We're going to need you to get back into the swing of things. Yep, of course, it's time for a support request upon support request, right? As for you, Noel, welcome aboard. You're already good to go, yeah?
Noel Seeker reporting. Starting today, I will be working under you as a member of the Special Support Section. Whoa. Now you're officially part of the team, Noe.
Yeah, and for the record, you don't have to be so formal. I'm sure Sonia told you, the SSS has got its own way of doing things. So for now, lose the formalities. We're not running a military brigade here.
I'll try.
So the gang's all here. I wonder what people we could get from this hemisphere. I have no clue. Nice gear. Oh. Wuzzy. Hey, it's Wuzzy. If I say his name right. It's good to see you're still in one piece. I take it everything went well?
Yeah, it was thanks to your tip-off that we were able to get in touch with an informant in Altair. Still, where did you even get your hands on intel like that?
It takes a snake to know a snake, as they say. Give me a hug, God. I wouldn't do this for anyone but you. I'm glad I could be of service. Wow. Hey, personal space. Why do you have to nuzzle up to me? What a silly question. Because your reactions are such a treat to see, obviously. Give me a break.
Honestly, Wuzzy.
He really is an odd guy.
Wuzzy always knows how to have fun.
I wish I could be in the SSS. Invade people's personal space. Then I get to see Noe and Kia all the time, not to mention Loy's flustered face. No, that's not something you should be jealous of, Fran. Seriously, knock it off already. Now back to business. We've got with us here the starting members of the new and improved Special Support Section. Its leader, Lloyd Bannings. Yes, sir. Second in command, Ellie McDowell. Oh, you're second in command, are you? Ooh, fancy. Yes. Guardian Force Transfer, Noel Seeker. Reporting. And our associate member, Wazy Hemisphere. Wazy, I want to say every time. Wazy Hemisphere. Report. As of 6:30 p.m. today, I hereby declare the Special Support Section reinstated. Look forward to another mountain of fun jobs I'll be throwing your way. I guess second in command in this lineup? How does Randy and Tio fit in this? Hey! And so ends the prologue with our lovely introduction scene. I wonder when Lloyd is going to grow up to be that blooming handsome. There we go. 6 DP gain. We're Detective 15 class. How do we get re-ranked all the way down again on this thing? We were first class. We've gone down to 15th. Is this because we're now... Oh, I guess you could think of it. We're in the first division's ranking structure now, maybe. I don't know. A demon twice removed, indeed. Let's drop a save. And as we know... begin our SSS operations in Crossbell yet again, which involves sweeps, talking to people, doing our beat, and more. It's time for after that dungeon start for us to slow down a little. Let's continue on.